What secret could bring one of Korea's most beloved actresses to tears on national television? For the first time ever, Sun Ye-jin's mother has stepped into the spotlight, revealing deeply buried struggles that shook the actress to her core. The emotional revelation has left fans stunned and searching for answers. What really happened between mother and daughter behind closed doors? Let's dive into the full story, only on Red Carpet Revealed. What could possibly bring the poised and graceful Sun Ye-jin, known for her elegance and emotional control, to tears in front of millions? The answer came during a shocking and emotional episode of the hit talk show Healing Table. Aired nationwide last Saturday, in what began as a simple mother-daughter appearance, the mood took an unexpected turn that no one saw coming. A calm beginning, that quickly unraveled. The episode started with warmth and laughter. Sun Ye-jin and her mother, Mrs. Jaeon Ha-ya, appeared side by side, exchanging light anecdotes and charming the audience with their natural chemistry. Host Kim Sung-ju opened with casual questions about family meals, childhood memories, and Sun Ye-jin's early rise to stardom. But it wasn't long before the conversation shifted. At one point, Kim Sung-ju carefully asked Mrs. Jaeon, "Were there ever times you and Ye-jin didn't understand each other?" There was a pause, a long one. Then, something changed in the room. Mrs. Jaeon, visibly holding back emotion, lowered her gaze. Her hands trembled slightly as she began. "There are things I've never said, not to anyone. Not even to her." The revelation that stunned a nation. What followed was nothing short of explosive. Mrs. Jaeon slowly opened up about a strained relationship that had, for years, been hidden beneath smiles and silence. "When she first told me she wanted to become an actress," she recalled, "I was against it, strongly. I thought she was chasing a fantasy. We fought, a lot. I said things I shouldn't have. I wasn't there for her the way a mother should be." The audience in the studio went completely still. Sun Ye-jin, sitting inches away, froze, her trademark composure slowly crumbling. She blinked rapidly, clearly fighting back tears. But when her mother added, "For many years, I didn't say I was proud of her. Not even once," something inside her broke. Tears rolled down Sun Ye-jin's cheeks as she whispered, "I waited so long to hear that." A flood of emotions and a studio in silence. The moment was raw, real. There was no background music, no dramatic cut to commercial. Just silence, and two women facing decades of unspoken pain. Mrs. Jaeon reached for her daughter's hand. "I came here today to tell you, in front of everyone, that I am proud of you. Every day." Sun Ye-jin sobbed silently, unable to speak. Viewers watching at home flooded social media with messages of support and heartbreak. Hashtag Sun Ye-jin tears and hashtag Healing Table Truth began trending within minutes. Behind the curtain, a life not so picture perfect. For years, Sun Ye-jin has been seen as Korea's nation's sweetheart, elegant, soft-spoken, and seemingly living a charmed life. But this episode of Healing Table reminded everyone that even the brightest stars can carry the heaviest burdens. Industry insiders have often whispered about her emotional depth on screen, saying it came from somewhere real. Now, the public knows where. She wasn't just acting. One film critic commented, "She was reliving." After the show, a step toward healing. Following the broadcast, Sun Ye-jin released a short statement through her agency, saying, "That conversation was not planned. I didn't know what my mother would say. But I'm grateful. Maybe now, we can move forward, together." Sources close to the family revealed that the two spent the entire evening together after the taping, sharing their first quiet dinner in over a year. The producers of Healing Table later stated they had no idea the conversation would become so personal. "We simply wanted to honor their bond," said the show's director. But what happened was far more powerful than any script we could have written. From A-list celebrities to everyday viewers, reactions poured in with raw emotion, divided opinions, and heartfelt reflections. The internet lit up with praise, empathy, and yes, a dose of controversy. "I cried with her," celebrities moved by the heartbreaking scene. In the hours following the broadcast, social media platforms were flooded with posts from fellow actors, entertainers, and public figures. Many of them had worked with Sun Ye-jin over the years and were quick to show their support. Actress Kim Hae-soo, known for her fierce charisma and emotional depth, was one of the first to speak out. "I cried with Ye-jin. Mother-daughter love always melts even the hardest hearts," she wrote on Instagram, alongside a screenshot of the teary moment. Actor Young Woo-sung commented on the rawness of the scene. "That was no performance. That was truth. And that kind of honesty is rare, even more so on national television." Singer IU, who had once shared a stage with Sun Ye-jin at an awards ceremony, wrote, "Thank you, Ani, for showing us that even stars have wounds. I hope this becomes a healing chapter in your life." Many in the entertainment industry shared similar sentiments, posting with hashtags like #RealYeJin, #HealingTable, and #Courage on Camera. Netizens react. A nation divided between empathy and skepticism. While the majority of online users responded with overwhelming empathy, not everyone was on the same page. One popular comment on Naver read, "That was the most human I've ever seen Sun Ye-jin. It made me call my own mother." Another user posted, "Her tears weren't for show. You could feel years of pain come out in just one look." On the fan forum DC Inside, one thread titled, "That moment broke me," quickly gathered over 10,000 upvotes, with users sharing their own experiences with parental misunderstandings and long-held regrets. However, a smaller but vocal group of netizens expressed doubts about the timing and setting of the confession. A comment that gained traction on Twitter stated, "Why air something so personal on television? This felt like using a talk show to solve private issues, and that made me uncomfortable." Others echoed similar concerns. "It was powerful, yes. But was it necessary to do this on a program watched by millions?" Still, defenders of the moment argued back fiercely. "Sometimes, it takes a public stage for private healing to begin." One user replied, "Don't judge unless you've lived through years of silence." Psychologists weigh in. A national mirror. Several experts appeared on follow-up news segments and radio shows, offering insight into the impact of such a public display of vulnerability. Dr. Han Soo-min, a clinical psychologist, stated, "Korean society still struggles to openly address emotional pain within families. What Sun Ye-jin and her mother did was incredibly brave. It sparked a conversation our culture often avoids." Indeed, since the airing, online counseling platforms and support groups have reported a surge in inquiries, many from people saying the episode inspired them to confront their own unresolved family issues. The debate continues as clips from Healing Table rack up millions of views on YouTube, and international outlets begin to pick up the story. Was it a healing moment shared with the world, or a ratings tactic cleverly disguised as vulnerability? One entertainment columnist wrote, "This was either the most powerful moment of Korean television this year, or the most controversial." Yet, despite the divided opinions, one truth remains unshaken. Sun Ye-jin showed the world a version of herself never seen before. Fragile, emotional, and real, and in doing so, she may have unknowingly given strength to thousands who have struggled in silence for far too long. The aftermath. A quiet statement. A loud impact. Sun Ye-jin has not given any full interviews since the episode aired, but her agency released a short note on her behalf. "Thank you for the support. I didn't expect the moment to become what it did. I just hope it helps others open their hearts." 2. In a world where celebrity personas are often carefully crafted and polished, this moment stood out like a lightning strike, messy, unpredictable, and painfully honest.